Yo, this is your boy Ren from the Ice Bear. This is basically I'm giving it to you a little vent about what happened to the real warriors. Well, what happened to the real warriors like this guy here? Gifford the Legend. What happened to warriors to him? Let me read his effect. His effect says this card cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summon, you can equip how many spell equip cards to this card from your graveyard as possible to any warriors monsters that's on the field. Yeah, I'm kind of fucking up the definition, but here, like if you're a classic Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you know what he does. What happened to cards like him? You know, cards that well, support other cards. The big boss guy that supports everyone. Cards that gives more than just, hey, send me to the graveyard and I do stuff for other things. What happened to cards like the Sword Hunter? This warrior guy. Most people don't even remember him. The guy with a shit on the swords. He was cool. Command Knight. What happened to her? You know, or if this is a her. You know, what happened to those cards? Those leading warrior cards, or any card. Like, what happened to decks where it didn't need like all these expensive cards just to make them work? You know, you didn't need to like do other things just to make things work. Like Promise Out for the Blue Eyes. What happened to cards? You know, most people still like, well, you know, they still, Blue Eyes are still around. Much they not as kicking as often, but what happened to stuff like if you're gonna run a Blue Eyes and you don't want people to take your monster? Blue Eyes Tomb. What happened to decks like those? What happens to decks that didn't really need to do so much to make a win? Everybody want to make their win, that first turn win or that OTK. That I'm like, I like the duel. To be a duelist, it's like sitting down and being like Yugi. Yugi didn't first turn kill someone. Yugi didn't turn around and like, hey, OTK you. You know, he never OTK or FTK. He was a classic duelist. You say classic duelist. Jaden classic duelist. They didn't first turn kill you. They made sure that you have a fighting chance. Life is all about fighting chance. When it comes down to a children card game, everybody wanted to give nobody a fighting chance. Everybody just want to, hey, I want just to drill that into you. I just want to beat the mess out of you. Yes, I understand we in a violent world. People get killed and shot every day. But the one thing that we can show our humanity to is a card game, man. Everybody beats the living shit out of each other less than like a fucking, I say in less than a minute. Or people use decks like a Zodia, which they draw their whole deck just to beat you. They go first, you never get a chance to go. Decks like, I ain't gonna lie, you know, I used to run decks like that. I used to run decks like, I can't even think of their names, but Force, Accurate Force or whatever. I know some people gonna comment like, yeah, it's Arcana Force, I guess. I think that's the correct name. But I don't give a fuck. But seriously, But with that, I'm like, yeah, I've ran those decks. I still want to run one. I'm building one as we speak. But it's just the fact that most people can't understand the common fact of you don't need those major cards. Don't use expensive cards. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying you don't need to have fun. I run a fucking deck that lies on quip cards. I'm like, I don't need no fancy, all that other stuff. Yeah, I runs it in my, other decks, but my competitive decks, I don't need no, no Effect Dealer or Yugioh, Gores, and all them other cards. Maxis. I don't need no Cowboy, Ship of Corn. All those cards that you spending all those money for, it doesn't make sense over cardboard. Something like this. Like this is this stuff. Some people spend their time just making it, sitting out there, and we buy it. I ain't gonna lie, I buy a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I got cases over there full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I'm not buying like the money that you can spend on one card. You can buy like 500 of them. I spent like $100, and they got 2,500 cards on Amazon, and I pull a BLS. I don't spend that money on that like one fucking card. You don't need that one fucking card. If you need it so bad, go buy some packs and pull it. At least that give you some competition there. You're gonna run all those expensive cards or run decks that you need. You need all these expensive cards just to run. Come on. People just don't understand. But, well, I'm running out of time. So, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Or, comment down here so I can read what you need to, want me to read. But this is a case of what happened to those warriors. Or at least some warriors down here, or dragons, or any type of card that people don't use, which is really good. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say one card that's really good nobody used, and it's the best motherfucking card ever. The name of the card is Darkness Necrofear. Spear. Yes, Spear. Where what she does is, when your opponent attacks, you can special summon her by just removing. All you gotta do is send to the graveyard one fiend that's on the field, one fiend is in your hand. Send those to the field, get a 4,000 attack monster on the field, and your opponent runs right into it. It's up to them. They're gonna change. They're gonna negate their attack. What? Can't be destroyed by battle. That card cannot be destroyed by battle. So all this, bring your big ass on the field to try to attack her. Then I used to run 3 of those cards. I only got 1 now, but I'm about to give me 2 more of those cards so I can run the fuck out of that card, because it's underused. Cards like that is underused. People don't care about them because they not in the meta. Make your own meta. That's all I have to say. Deuces. I'm out.